Yeah, hi there. These comments are for HS. I'm just using your initials for privacy purposes, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I'm actually going to listen to your pronunciation pretest. So we're trying to figure out right now exactly what your pronunciation issues are. And let me go ahead and download your file here one more time. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and click on it here, and here we go.
Lesson 7. Pot, bought, wrong, grow, honor, over.
Okay, with that first one there, it's the O sound you need to make a little bit longer if you want to get an American accent. So pot, boat. Wrong, grow. Honor, over.
Father, though.
Again, though. Just a little bit longer than what you're doing. That's going to help you speak more naturally. So that's lesson number 7.
Lesson 8. Pot, pot. Mop, mop. Talked, talk.
Be careful, you're making more of a O, pot, mop, talk, mop, but it's pat, pot, map, mop.
On, mock, mock.
Again, not mock, but mock, mock. So let's try these again one more time. So we have pat, pot, map, mop, tack, talk, and on. You're okay there. And then mac, mock.
Lesson 9. Bride, brown, boy, lie, loud, loyal, pie, pound.
Not bad. Now when the BR as a consonant cluster, we don't say bright, but it's more bright, bright.
Lesson 10. Get, let.
No, big trouble here. Be careful.
Met, bled, done.
No, you had pretty much zero intelligibility on this. This is lesson number 10. Again, we have long, short. Your tendency with the longer vowel, you're not producing it long enough. So practice with me here. Gate, get. Late, let. Mate, met. Blade, bled. Dane, den. So it's long, short, long, short. This is very big trouble. You got to be really careful about those long vowel sounds. It can hurt your intelligibility very quickly.
Lesson 11. Meat, pit, lip, sit, hit.
Big trouble again, so let's work on this one. So you have long, short. What you're doing, you're saying meat. I'm saying meat, mit. Pete, pit. Leap, lip. Seat, sit. Heat, hit. So you're having trouble with mit, pit, lip, sit, and hit. It's the it. That sound is very hard for you right now.
Lesson 12. Look, luck, took, tool, tough, cool.
Okay.
Lesson 13. March, marsh, cheap, sheep, future, fissure, shaft, shaft. cheer, sheer.
Okay, the trouble here,
Lesson 14.
it's in lesson 13, it's when the CH and the SH are in the middle of the word, this is a little harder for you. So let's do the one example. Feature, the TU is a CH. So feature, fisher. Feature, fisher. Right? So we have those two. Match, mash. Cheap, sheep. Shaft, shaft. Cheer, sheer. So we have that. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Of, half, have, fine, vine, fan, van.
Good.
Wafer, waver.
Not bad.
Lesson 15. How, habit, who, rehash, behavior, head, Batman, beaten, important, brightening, hard rock, threatened.
Okay, now I want to help you with this one a little bit again. If you want to sound more like an American speaker or a speaker of American English, you have to work a little bit more on the glottal stop. Here are the examples here. You're saying Batman, bitten, important, brightening, hat rack, threatened. I'm saying Batman, bitten, important, brightening, hat rack, threatened. So in lesson 15, put this in your notes. You want to work on the glottal stop. That's going to help you speak more naturally, at least with American English.
Lesson 16. Major, measure, fragile, freezer, legend, lesion.
So a little bit, you're having more trouble with the measure, Frazier, lesion. That lesion, that sound is a little harder.
Asian, Azure, large, Asia.
Okay, I think lesson number 16 you can work on, especially focus when that j is in the middle of the word. Measure, Frazier, lesion, Azure, Asia.
Lesson 17. Cake, cake, sink, sag, came, game, cup, gub, leg, lag.
Got it. Not bad.
Lesson 18. Lean, rare, better, luggage, rug, other.
Don't forget, rugged. It's actually 2 syllables, not 1. So, luggage, rugged.
Right, light, committed.
Now be careful about that R sound. Maybe in your first language, you might pronounce it more like right, right. But in English, it's more right, rugged, rear. So and even before when you said the word bright, you pronounce the R maybe a little bit too hard. So I think you need to review your pronunciation of the word R, the R consonant sound.
Lesson 19. Pace, bass, flap, flap, cup, cab, lap, lab, pay, bay.
You're getting there, not bad. I figured that would be a big problem with you, but generally you're pronouncing your P with enough air, you're differentiating that from the B. Maybe one thing you could work on a little bit is the P is a voiceless consonant. When it's at the end of a word, the vowel sound is longer, the one that precedes it. Now the B, which is a voice consonant, when the voice consonant is at the end of the word, in many cases the vowel which precedes it is longer. So let's compare these words. Flap, flab, cap, cab, lap, lab. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like long, short, long, short, long, short. So the consonant sound at the end of the word, it also can have an influence on how you pronounce the vowel before it.
Lesson 20. Lies, lies. Zip, zip. Zoo, zoo. Mess, mess. Elisa, Elisa. Lesson 21.
Okay, that was okay, pretty good there. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Multiple, Robert. Example, pressure. Principle, number. People, philosopher. Lesson 20.
Okay, I think you need to work on this one a little bit. You're almost deleting the R. You're almost like saying Robert, pressure, number. But it's Robert, pressure, number, philosopher, So that sound you need to work on a little bit more.
2. Volcanism, written. Maximum, question. Summer, reason. Chosen, often. Lesson 23.
Okay.
Tip, dip. Card, card. Tide, tide.
Now I got to put more air there. Not, it almost sounds like a D there. You're almost like you're saying dight, but it's tight, tide, tight, tide.
Train, drain. Fat, fad. Team, dream.
Yeah, I'm going to have you review that one too. So that's lesson 23.
Lesson 24. Thigh, thy. Breath, breathe.
Okay.
Teeth, teeth. Through, though. Worth, worthy.
Okay, perfect.
I was both.
Okay, so now you're going to answer those questions, but before I get into that, here's what you want to do now. Go through all my pronunciation lessons. This is your homework for the next few weeks, right? So you're going to go through beginning with lesson numbers. Well, let me go back to the pronunciation part of my course for a minute. Show you what you can do and then how I'm going to help you here. Okay, beginning with lesson number 2, Intro to Consonants, then 3. You're going to go through lesson 2 all the way through lesson 24. That's what you want to do right now. Now, as you go through those lessons, you do need to do some voice recordings for me. Here are the lessons that you need to pay more attention to. You might want to write this down. Lesson number 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 18, 19, 21, and 23. These are specific lessons, specific vowel and consonant sounds you're having some trouble with, and this is interfering in your intelligibility. So each of these lessons, for example, lesson number 7, if you click on it, I'm going to click on it right now.
Contrasting the vowels, the little a and the o. Ah.
Right, so you have here the ah and the o, ah, o. Now you're going to go through the lesson several times and practice it. Now your homework assignment, at the end of this video, there is a voice recording exercise 1. You will be reading some sentences and recording yourself. You'll also be reading a paragraph and recording that. I want you to send me an audio file of the 2 voice recording exercises in lesson 7. This is important. You're going to send that to me, and then I'm going to give you some feedback to see how you're doing with your practice with these 2 specific sounds. Alright? So you're going to send me again with lessons 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 18, 19, 21, and 23. You'll be sending me the voice recording exercises with each lesson. I'm going to listen to it, give you some comments. Then once I say that you've mastered those sounds, then you can move on to lesson 8, then 10, and so on. So that's how we're going to work together over the next few weeks. All right? And that's it. So now let's go to the second part of your
Uganda,
pretest.
and I did my elementary school and also high school in Uganda.
Okay.
Then I went to Kenya to do my degree in philosophy.
Okay.
Then from Kenya I went to England to do my degree in theology.
Yes.
I came back to Uganda and I did a master's degree.
Now, I would probably say there, I came back, I would say, because you're talking to me right now, I would say I went back to Uganda. Now, if you're talking to your parents who now live in Uganda, you might say to them, I am coming to Uganda because they already live there. So that's what we call a word choice issue. Now, if I say to you, if I say I'm going to Georgia to visit my parents, I would tell you I'm going to Georgia. Now, if I call my parents who live in Georgia, I would say, Mom and Dad, I'm coming to visit you guys next month or something. So be careful about your use of the word come and the word go.
In human rights. And then a few years later, I went to Netherlands where I did a master's degree in theology.
Let's go back to what you just said there.
My degree in theology. I came back to and I did my. Then I went to Kenya to do my degree in philosophy.
Okay.
Then from Kenya I went to England to do my degree in theology.
Okay.
I came back to Uganda and I did a master's degree in human rights.
Okay.
And then a few years later I went to Netherlands where I did a master's degree in theology.
That I'm having trouble with, what you're just saying there. So I think that's a word stress or syllable division issue, perhaps.
It is important for me to take this course so as to improve my speaking and pronunciation abilities of American English.
Again there, I would say instead of abilities, but abilities. My abilities in English. So again, you're having a little bit of trouble with that it. Like hit, heat, mit, meet. Abilities.
English, so that the people I talk to may be able to understand what I say.
Okay.
Especially in the church when I'm giving homily, that people may be able to understand what I'm trying to communicate to them.
Yes.
My hope is that by the end of this course, I would have improved my speaking, pronunciation abilities.
Nice use of the future perfect. I hope by the end I will have improved. Excellent command of your grammar there, and particularly the future perfect tense.
Of American English, and I'll be able to speak more clearly. And I hope that at the end of this course, people will be able to understand me more. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, and I'm glad to have you as one of my students. Okay, so now we have a lot of information. So specifically, I've already told you which specific lessons you can focus on in order to improve your intelligibility. Now you know what you need to do. Now, in addition to using my course, spend some time at YouTube. Go to YouTube, find some great songs. I want you to practice singing with the native speaker, including putting on some headphones and sing with the singer. That's also good. Now remember, all my pronunciation videos, HS, I want you to read out loud with me as I teach you the information in all of these pronunciation videos. This is called tracking, and it helps you work on your tone, your pacing, your grouping, and all the other areas important to helping you speak more like a native speaker. Now in the last part of the video here, I'm going to give you what's called an intelligibility score. 1.1 out of 7 is high beginner, 7.0 out of 7 is a near native speaker of American English, and obviously you've been speaking English for many years, so you're very fluent, you understand the vocabulary and the grammar of the language. In fact, remarkably well, I think you understand these things, so not a lot of problems there. Your intelligibility, though, is not perfect, and that's why you're taking my course. So I'm going to put you in the 4 range right now. I'm going to put you at about 4.1 out of 7, and you can click on the link to learn more about your intelligibility, but basically you definitely have a non-native speaker accent most of the time. It doesn't interfere with my understanding you, but you do have that accent. Your goal, at the end of my course, I'm hoping you'll be in the 5 area, like 5.1 or higher out of 7, and that is going to make you significantly much more intelligible than you are right now. Now remember, as I conclude the video here, it isn't really me here. I can help you understand what your problems are. I can give you lessons to help you improve. You do the homework assignments. You have to send me the audio files again, but that's not going to be enough. You actually have to be motivated. You have to want to improve your pronunciation from your heart. This is important. I think you do. I think you do. So together, I think we can make progress. All right?